Okay guys, I have to show you what it's like to drive in traffic with these Satanists everywhere. They are everywhere up and down these streets. Following me, they'll be on the side of the road just acting, like they're nonchalant. I can't really prove it so much, but it's true. It may look like it's not really too suspicious, but like this one, this red one, that's a Cavalier. It's just like the one that my son was knocked off the seawall in, the same type of car. And on the one side, the rear view mirror is knocked off. And if you notice how that tag right there, it's just paper plate, so it can't be identified. They play that game all the time. They'll put paper plates, especially if they know I'm taking plates, numbers, they'll do that. I had probably 40 cars follow me and I just started driving again too. I haven't driven in quite some time, but I have my license and I'm all legal to drive this vehicle. On the way, just from Club of the Isle to Central City Boulevard. See him going? He's ready to get out of here. To Central City Boulevard, 61st Street at the Bank of America. There was, I guess 40 cars. And they would go along just in a certain time speed to make sure that I hit all the red lights, and it took as long as possible because while they're taking their sweet time, they've got things that they have in the car that they're casting, like spells and curses in the car. They are doing that while one of them ran the red light too. I wish I hadn't been on FaceTime when I first came out because, well, you missed a lot. But there was one of them that ran the red light and was just parked in the middle of the red light and had ran it. Red cars, they do themes of red cars or blue cars or white cars or just different things like that. But they have objects of sorcery in the cars, and they'll use those objects while they're driving, or whoever the passenger is, or when they're stopped at a red light, and they can get those objects out and really unify and just cast spells, because they believe that they're not going to have to take me out by an assassin or something. They think they can just do it by simple witchcraft, but they don't have power, but only just Satan's kingdom. Here, see this? Let me show you something. One of them's crawling behind me. Let's see if I can turn it around. I probably can't, but I wish I could show you. This one behind me, he just crawled in behind me. At the last minute, he decided to crawl in behind me. And they steadily work witchcraft stuff, like their little, whatever these things are they use, objects of sorcery and stuff that they have. Sometimes it'll be just, looks like a type of weed or a branch that they'll use, that I've seen them shake at me before when they thought I wasn't looking. The most ridiculous things they love to use. They use sticks and rocks. That's their favorite thing on earth, is sticks and rocks. With me, They used palm branches because they laid out palm branches before Jesus, the donkey, when he came into Jerusalem, before they crucified him, like within days. They welcomed him with what was like a hero's welcome of that day. They're backing off now, but on the way here, you wouldn't believe you wouldn't believe what I saw on the way here. I've seen things like they'll dress up as clowns. They had a clown on their car, on the hood of it before. They had spiders on the hood, like a huge giant spider, huge giant clown. I've seen them dressed up in a ski mask. Both the driver and the passenger would be dressed up in a ski mask, just stalking me like crazy. And they do it to intimidate me. They do it for witchcraft or curses and spells. That's the big deal for them, is curses and spells. And anytime they get an opportunity, if I walk outside with my dogs, oh, they're going to track me down like I'm an animal. They'll always come as close as they can get because the familiar is what they need. They need familiarity with their prey, which they view me as their prey. But they're overconfident because they believe that they can take me with witchcraft, and they can't. They're not going to be able to do it. And if they hired an assassin at this point, they would still make me famous, like I'm going to be anyway. So I doubt they're going to want to do that. Plus, with these videos, I know somebody besides me knows this is going on. Someone that's normal, someone that's not of the occult, has to know that this stuff's going on. They'd have to. There has to be some normal citizens in this city of Galveston. There has to be. Somewhere. I mean, I worked at the mansion, Moody Mansion, for 2 years. And I know some of them were normal, at least the tourists that came in. And they didn't have any idea what goes on in this island. They have powders and oils and creams and bones and gory little things that they use whilst we're all driving. And they use me being in the car and getting as close as they can to me to shake it and move it around. Sorcery is moving objects around. They move it around in a certain manner to achieve, to call, basically they're calling spirits, evil spirits from Satan's kingdom. They don't have any power. They just can call up these spirits of the devils. On Satan, when he left, when he was thrown down from heaven, when he was cast down, he took 1/3 of the angels with him that he was over, he was presiding over. They left with him in the rebellion. That hasn't ended yet. And us Christians, we're in the middle of it. But the humans on this earth, they can't. Satan himself had to go to Eve and talk her into it, into disobeying God. That's how it all started. And it hasn't stopped Satan has plenty of people that are ready for him to reign and rule. Plenty. Plenty. Because they work in partnership. These unholy angels are spirits, and they also inhabit bodies too. But they don't just inhabit bodies. They also are just spirits that just move and as they're assigned by humans. They work in partnership. It is a partnership, like I was speaking of on my last clip. It's a partnership. So I better go. I don't want to go over my time. Have I went over my time? No. I've done it for 10 minutes, so that's great. Because it's usually a 10-minute trip. On the way here, it was 20 minutes. Over 20 minutes. And even though I was at the bank teller at the ATM, and there were two other ones they could get in the line of, they got two cars were right behind me to intimidate me. And if you notice right here, right there they go. They followed me all the way home. And he's going fast enough where you can't really see that tag, that plate. So, God bless you. Thank you for watching. Donna Hessler with Life Changers Church. God bless you. Jesus loves you, and so do I. Almost time. This is on the way. I'm going to go ahead and just stay until I get the gate, so you guys can see like what the rest of the story is. There could be a rest to the story, so I don't want you to miss it. And I don't want to stay too long because, YouTube only gives you 15 minutes. But here we are, where I've got now several of them. They pay enough money where they could have already had me assassinated. Look, there's a high priestess. I don't know if you saw her, but there's high priestesses that live in here, and it's taken me quite some time to understand who they all are and what all they represent. But I've had to, if I wanted to make it. That right there, you wouldn't think so, but that's a high priestess. They have a certain air about them, and they officiate the ceremonies, the rituals, ceremonies, and sacrifices. Believe me, they do lots of orgies on this island. And the UTMB medical students are involved, so are the Sea Aggies, what they call the Sea Aggies. So here I am. They kept the garage lights off for 3 months here, torturing me, to torment me, scare me. God bless you. Thank you for watching. I made it. Love you so much. Thank you for watching. Bye.